The Compact of Free Association allows Micronesians from the freely associated states, which is comprised of the FSM, Palau, and the Marshall Islands, to come to Guam freely. However, the growing number of criminals from these islands have led some in the community to discuss the possibility of deportation. Senator Sam Mabini has introduced a bill that establishes an international prisoner transfer program. The International Prisoner Transfer Program is a program established back in 1976 between the U.S. and other countries that it has a treaty with. The program allows the U.S. to transfer prisoners back to their nation of origin to serve out the remainder of their prison terms.
Guam has never been part of this treaty, and the treaty basically would include the island in this international prison transfer program. And currently, the Department of Justice helps administer this through a special unit. And so what this bill would do is establish the parameters where our local government would be able to begin working with the Department of Justice in helping Guam be part of this transfer plan, and so we'd be able to work with other countries in transferring prisoners to their home islands.
Senator Mabini says she began working on this bill months ago because she's concerned about the growing percentage of inmates in Guam's prison from the neighboring FAS islands.
Although it's not a matter of targeting that population, the reality is these are non-citizens of Guam who are taking a good portion of our expenditures, our budget at Department of Corrections. And if there is this process in place, we'd be able to transfer the prisoners, and again, provided that we have the procedures in place, to their home countries.
Mabini isn't the only senator concerned about the growing number of FAS citizens in Guam's prison. Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz has sent a letter to the U.S. Attorney's Office and the Attorney General of Guam to find out what Guam can do to deport non-U.S. citizens who are clogging up the island's prison system.
A full one-third of our prison population is from the FAS. And so what can we do to reduce that number, and can we start utilizing the deportation provision?
Senator Roy Respicio sent a letter to the AG's office yesterday, in essence asking how often criminals from the freely associated states are deported, if the AG supports deportation of these criminals, if the U.S. pays for the cost of deportation, and how many Compact citizens have been deported since the implementation of the Compact agreement. Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz says the issue of deportation of criminals has become a major issue in the U.S. mainland because of illegal aliens who are filling the nation's prisons. In fact, some U.S. senators are pushing legislation to deport criminals from other countries.
Something's going to happen because it's costing the country too much money.